Hey, Fook. Doing some dremeling. Having trouble with why my Dremel is not doing what I want. Let's see. Hey, Marco. New painting on Dremeling out. But some people asked if I would go live, so I said I would. Also got some heavy grit sandpaper, but all side types of grit, but you know, might not be able to interact too much, but I thought people would like to see some of the work while I'm working, but that was the best way I could get set up, is this far away, so hopefully hang out, talk to each other. Maybe one of these will maybe one of these will be a giveaway item or something at some point soon. I kind of do each side, and then once I'm done, I kind of give it another go through. But I love Dremel. pick you guys back up in just a second. I wonder if I can get you guys a little closer. There we go. What's up? Hey, Mallory, Shay. Busy pick. So this is the fun part of taking my paintings and putting the Dremel to the edges. Got some different grits of sandpaper here. Got my Dremel. And people have been asking for this. So here we are. I got these painted yesterday. I had this space for 2 days. So I got these painted yesterday. They're a little chaotic pieces. But that's kind of how life is right now. So, oh, that's right. Yeah, my Dremel shirt. They sponsored me a while back, and they sent me some goodies. They are on Threads, and I don't know if they have the same person doing it anymore. They had this really funny person leaving all sorts of funny things, and one day I was just like, "What's it gonna take for you to sponsor an artist?" And they said, check your damn DMs. I did. And they said, yeah, we'll send you something. I thought it would be like a little dinky thing. They sent me like 2 machines with some extra stuff and a shirt. So, yeah, I can't complain. It was totally random. I didn't think they would ever say yes. But it's awesome because, in the knife world, like, we promote them than really have another outlet. So it's easier to, work with companies, but in the art world, they do not, like, companies don't want to sponsor you. I mean, unless you are making millions, you're paying for your paint and stuff. Hey, Bobby. So in that regard, I have been lucky. Golden sent me some paint before. But that was like a one-time deal. And now I'm hooked on Golden because they're the best. So, yeah, the win's a win for them. But, like, use more like their liquidy type stuff. Thinner paint. High viscosity, though. Yeah. Hey, Burkles. So I'm at the art studio right now. And got stuff painted yesterday. So today I'm kind of doing the beat up work, finishing work, whatever you'd like to call it. I know it's hard to get layers, to see the layers, but this is one of them. The first one I'm kind of working on. Oh, I'll go back to nature. But a lot of people have been asking about seeing me in the work zone, what I'm doing. So, yeah, I'm in the studio right now and just dremeling away. I know a lot of people ask to see it, so I figured I'd go live while I'm doing some of this work. It's hard to go live when I'm painting because I am all over the place. There's nowhere to set up the phone in a good spot. So, but I'll show you guys some more of the paintings here in just a few minutes. And yeah, if you have questions, let me know. I'll try to keep track with the chat. Maybe one of these will make it into a giveaway or something like that. So the plan is that maybe I'll put these up on YouTube first instead of taking them right to the gallery. So if anybody's interested, I can work with them that way. Be a little bit easier. I don't know, 440 tool steel. And then it has a very small sandpaper. This is a very heavy grit. And then I also have these sheets. And I know people ask why I do this and not just leave the painting all pretty and even. My life's not always even or pretty, and nothing really is. I like to give these age, like they've been through something. And shows a little more depth, shows a little bit more of me, honestly. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. I've had a kind of a rough past couple of weeks, so paintings are probably gonna reflect that a bit. There's different levels to the Dremel. I'm just at like 3.5 on it, but I don't want it to totally just destroy it. A lot of these were dry. Went in pretty heavy with the layers. So I'm glad that they were dry today so I could do this. So here's one. Thank you. I hate most is naming them, so that'll come later, actually. That, and I don't have my permanent pause with me today, so that's another reason. But all right, now we got this one, and it needs a little bit of me tearing it up. Or should I do something else and come back to it? I don't know. Here we go. Let's do this one. This one came out interesting. It's got all these little details up in the top. But blending the colors, I'm really happy with how that came out. Sometimes the blendings go different. Compared to the last paintings I did for my dark colors, I used the matte finish. And this time around, I used a gloss. So it looks, I don't know if you can tell that way, but it looks wet compared to the last ones. And it'll probably always have a bit of that wet vibe. This is part of the process where usually makes me sneeze. Cool. Yeah, I can definitely get that. Now on this one, I really like how it dripped back. So I'm not gonna cut this part because it got that nice little drip. Keep it authentic to what it did. And yeah. Exactly, Mallory. Keeps you going. And today's carry, the MSI. Hey, Neil. There we go. See, if I am covering my face, it's because I'm tired of getting the dust in it. And if you don't think there's a lot, there's ungodly amounts. Hey, Mad Yoko. What's up? Squatch. Doing some work on some paintings. Grinding the edges off because nothing in life is perfect. And I love using Dremels. I'm trying to figure out if I need to get a more high-powered one. Then I could put notches on blades. I think that'd be cool. Like almost like a side jimping all the way down. We'll see. Did you see they're making a mini MSI, but it's thumb studs, and I prefer holes over studs all day long. And it's going to be like a full inch smaller. No forward choil. I really went far on this one, but I kind of wanted to see. I want to give it that old. For holes over nuts. Yeah, we still talking nice. Exactly, Shay. I think the MSI is perfect, so changing up all the things that I liked about it. Hey, Kelly. All right, good to see you. I have some at home. I was running errands and then stopped in the studio, so, you know. Otherwise, I do take precautions. People always want me to work with resin. I refuse because that shit will kill you. Here's the thing. If you work with resin, don't do it inside your home. And wear full-on face gear. That shit will kill you. You do resin, but you have proper PPE stuff. And that's all I try to tell people. And some people get really upset when I go speak with other artists and they're newer or just trying out things and say they're experimenting with resin and they're like doing it in a bedroom, windows closed, no PPE, just nothing for safety. They have no idea. I mean, it's so bad. Bring that down here. Bring that down here. Here we go. Is that one? Dylan, that's right. Tegan, good to see you. One more. This one's a much darker one. But I got some really cool color blends. Oh yeah, I got my arm pretty much done. Just got some fill-in spots. I got some on my leg. I don't know if you tell, but this bottom here, see how I said I used like a gloss instead of a flat this time, and it just gives it that wet look. Came out really cool. Yes, I know I should be wearing one, and I didn't have one on me. I just stopped by here. Figured it was easier than driving home for a couple things. Thank you, Tegan. That's right, Bluminati. I do. I've spent many hours in there. But normally I do wear a mask, and I try to be somewhat. Yeah, Shay's got quite a bit. I've got one of my favorite paintings, and then some different stuff. I do have, a bucket of candy for Halloween with a half-eaten apple, because there's that. Oh, and there's a toothbrush, because there's always that person that gives you a toothbrush. Got a red bat. Oh, and not finished yet, but I have a praying mantis, a couple more pumpkins. Yeah, okay, dude. Right. Okay. A little less with that one. Keep the variety. And then for now, thank you, Bluminati. Now I'm gonna have to clean up my mess. I'm glad you guys popped on early with me today. That was cool. But let's see. So there'll be more of these to be seen. I'll post some pics. Might do a giveaway with one. Make some available. One of them is promised to somebody already. But that's all right. Hey, anytime. I enjoy. I am not one of those artists who like hide everything. I'm not gonna give you the exact recipe either, but you know. Thanks, Fook. Yeah, and this is just kind of some of the last bits. And I might go in and touch them up a little bit here or there, but pretty much getting close to the end on that, and then go from there. And yeah, it's sometimes it's fun being an artist. You get to destroy stuff. Do BTS with that. Yeah. Yeah. I'd have to get almost like an overhead camera or something, because I've tried putting it on the side and stuff, but I move around too much. And also a lot of the time when I'm like planning out, kind of get a little idea. But once I'm ready to go, it's like just quick movements. I get my colors ready. I don't really have time to like stop and think. I kind of dive into the moment. But yeah, so that's a little bit of the process. So now if anybody asks, they can come back to this live and watch a little bit of it. But I'm happy with how these came out. I think they came out really good. Wasn't sure how the gloss would do, but it actually came out looking really nice. So, and the nice thing about Golden, they have a 100-year light fast guarantee. So if my painting fades or something, and Golden's gonna repay the person who bought it to 100 years. So that's really nice, because I don't think I'll be here in 100 years. And hopefully it all becomes famous and my kid can take all the money. Yeah, I'm good. I'm following protocol. OSHA doesn't just like storm in on artists, so but I try to do my best to be knowledgeable about that stuff. So even if it's not applying to me, I can help somebody else out with it. Just knowledge of how the things how the products work. So yeah, but I'm stoked on these, and so I can get some paints and canvases and paint with blades. I've done that before, Bluminati. It's a little tricky at first, but it's fun, and do it. Just because I am a professional artist doesn't mean that I look down on anybody who is just trying and making whatever, because that was me for a long time. And, you know, if it makes you happy or brings you joy, gets you out of a slump, man, just scribble, write down a bunch of swear words. I don't care. Do what it takes to keep your mentality safe. So, but that's right. We all got to start somewhere. And my journey started in high school when I was going through. I had a hard time, and I was sitting in art class. I didn't want to do anything, and my teacher basically gave me a rough idea, and I followed through with it. And I was using oil pastels, and I loved it. And then I made garbage for like 15 years, and then I made okay stuff, and then I made more garbage and okay stuff, and then about 5 years ago, I mean, I'd already been getting paid, but I wasn't in a gallery or anything. But about 5 years ago, I dedicated it, and I did 100 paintings in 100 days, and that really made me push ideas and boundaries. And the only rules we have are our own, you know. Um, so that's right. If it makes you frustrated, just walk away. Come back later. See you later, Shay. Waylon, 1 month. Fist bump, paint shake. But that's right, Shay. Shay and Tegan be going live tonight. Check them out. And hey, Clint. Dude, 1 month. Boom, boom. Shake, shake. It's awesome. I appreciate all that, guys. Like, my shipping has been insane lately, and it helps with it all. So yeah, I've been working with, you guys know that I love CMB. I've been working with them a little bit more. We've been talking a lot the past week or two. They're going to send some different stuff out for you guys to check out. And I think their quality is really good. They're just kind of trying to get seen a little bit more noticed in the knife world. So I'm going to ask them more information about the company and get more of that out. And, because we always want to know that kind of stuff. They're really nice people, everybody I've talked to. And they do make some really cool knives that are budget and high end. So yeah, towards the end of the week, I'm going to have some, and then I'll have some information. That'll be fun. And all sorts of good stuff coming out this week. CMB, they go by CMB Made Knives on Instagram. They do some really cool stuff. If you're looking for $60 knife, it is going to last you. If you're looking for $350 knife, it's going to be cool. So yeah, and I'll have more to share on that. I might. Oh no, sorry, Clint. Yeah, they did the Predator. 1 month. You get that fluorescent yellow today, everyone. They got some cool stuff, and come on. Hey, Shadow Company. So I got to clean up, pack up. Of course, I forgot my box that I was going to bring to carry everything in. So I'll be just carrying this all by hand. That'll be fun. Yeah. Silly goal. Let's see if we can hit 3K by the 31st. Not the 31st of October. I need to put a splash shield in front of the camera, and when folks put a milestone, throw some. That would be cool. I'm considering that'll be awesome. Hey Joe, thank you, Fook, to 3K, and then 5K by the end of the year. You know, these numbers are so arbitrary. I have a good one, Fook. You know, they're arbitrary as to, it's more about who hangs out, who's checking stuff out. We'll be gone on one of those. I'll tell you what, though, if they're like, you're going to get a ride in one, or you got to go, I'm going to be like, I'll go for a ride. Why not? Get hired by NASA to make a giant sign that says, we can't even be peaceful with ourselves. You might want to turn around. Oh. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll be going live tomorrow probably. And Friday, we're going to be doing some giveaways. And yeah, but now I got to clean up. That's not the fun part. Working for yourself, you got to clean up after yourself. What's that all about? But you guys have an awesome day, and I'll catch you on the lives later, and have a good one.